Hello everyone and welcome to the next lecture on linear transformations, and today we are going to discuss algebra of linear transformations like sum of linear transformations, product, that means composition of linear transformations, and so on. So let us first of all discuss sum of linear transformations. If T1 from U to V and T2 from U to V are two transformations where U and V are two vector spaces over the same field F. अगर हमारे पास T1 और T2 are two linear transformations from vector space U to vector space V, where U and V are vector spaces over the same field F, then the sum of these two linear transformation T1 and T2 is denoted by T1 plus T2. So T1 और T2 का जो sum है उसको हम T1 plus T2 से denoted करेंगे and it is defined as, so जो T1 plus T2 होगा that would be a linear transformation from U to V, as T1 is a linear transformation from U to V, T2 is a linear transformation from U to V. So T1 plus T2 would also be a linear transformation from U to V, such that T1 plus T2 applied on U is equal to T1 of U plus T2 of U, and it is true for all U belonging to capital U. So T1 plus T2 applied on U is equal to T1 of U plus T2 of U. So this linear transformation T1 plus T2 is called as sum of linear transformations. और हम ये प्रूव करेंगे कि जो sum of linear transformations है that is again a linear transformation. Alright. So in the next theorem, if U and V are any two vector spaces over the field F and T1 is a linear transformation from U to V and T2 is a linear transformation from U to V, and then we have to show that T1 plus T2 is also a linear transformation from U to V. जो हमने ऊपर यहाँ T1 plus T2 को define किया है, T1 plus T2 of U is equal to T1U plus T2U for all U belonging to capital U, then we have to show that this T1 plus T2 is also a linear transformation from U to V. And if A is any element of field F, that means A is any scalar, then the function AT from U to V, that means product of a linear transformation by a scalar AT from U to V defined by ATU. AT जो linear transformation है इसको जब आप किसी U पे अप्लाई करोगे, so it will be A into T of U for all U belonging to capital U, and we have to show that this is also a linear transformation from U to V. So let us first of all show the first part. T1 plus T2 is a linear transformation from U to V. So as we have defined this, that T1 plus T2 from U to V is defined as, it is a function such that T1 plus T2 applied on U is equal to T1U plus T2U for all U belonging to capital U. Now let us take that any A and B are any two elements of the field F. A and B are two scalars, and U and V are any two elements of vector space U. So now we'll find T1 plus T2 applied on AU plus BV, because for T to be a linear transformation, T of AU plus BV should be equal to A into TU plus B into TV. So now we will show this for T1 plus T2. So let us solve this. Let us consider T1 plus T2 on AU plus BV. So this is equal to what? According to the definition of T1 plus T2, it is equal to T1 of AU plus BV plus T2 of AU plus BV. Now because T1 is a linear transformation, so it can be written as A T1U plus B T1V plus, and T2 is also a linear transformation, so it can be written as A T2U plus B T2V. Alright. Now you can also write it like this: A T1U plus A T2U can be written as A T1U plus T2U, and B T1V plus B T2V can be written as B T1V plus T2V. So that is equal to A T1 plus T2 applied on U plus B T1 plus T2 applied on V. So that's what we wanted to prove. T1 plus T2 applied on AU plus VV is equal to A times T1 plus T2U plus b times t1 plus t2v. Hence t1 plus t2 is a linear transformation because a, b and u, v were arbitrarily chosen. So hence t1 plus t2 is a linear transformation as a, b, u, v were arbitrarily chosen. Now for the second part के लिए हमने AT जो ये डिफाइन किया, AT is a function from U to V. AT is a function from U to V such that AT applied on U is equal to A into T of U for all U belonging to capital U. तो इसको लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन प्रूव करने के लिए लेट अस टेक B and C are any two scalars and U and V are any two vector elements, that means they belong to vector space U. क्योंकि A स्केलर यहाँ पर हमें ऑलरेडी गिवन है तो हमने यहाँ पर स्केलर्स जो ले लिए वो B और C ले लिए फील्ड के एलिमेंट. ऑलराइट, नाउ अप्लाई दिस AT linear transformation on BU plus CV. Alright, so now according to the definition of AT applied on U is A times T of U. So this means this is A times T of BU plus CV. And because T is a linear transformation, so this becomes alright, T of BU plus CV can be written as B times TU plus C times T. So it is equal to AB TU plus AC TV. Alright, which can be written as, you see AB and AC, these are scalars. AB is equal to B because field is a commutative ring, and similarly AC is equal to CA because AB C जो है वो scalars है, field के element है. So AB can be written as BA, AC can be written as CA. Now what is this? What this can be written as? So this can be written as B ATU plus C ATV, or you can write it like this: B into AT applied on U plus C into AT applied on V. So that means AT of BU plus CV is equal to B into AT applied on U plus C into AT applied on V, and because B, C, U, V were arbitrarily chosen, hence this AT is a linear transformation as B, C, U, V were arbitrarily chosen. Alright, so इस तरह से हमने ये शो कर दिया कि प्रोडक्ट of a linear transformation with a scalar is a linear transformation and sum of two linear transformations is also a linear transformation. तो यहाँ पर हम ये भी कह सकते हैं कि सपोज आपके पास T1 एक लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है फ्रॉम U to V, T2 एक लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है फ्रॉम U to V where U and V are vector spaces over a same field F, then AT1 plus BT2 from U to V would also be a linear transformation. Alright, so if T1 from U to V is a linear transformation, T2 is from U to V is a linear transformation, then AT1 plus BT2. AT1 मतलब product of a linear transformation from with a scalar, so that is a linear transformation. Similarly, BT2 is also a linear transformation, and sum of two linear transformations is again a linear transformation. So I can very well say this result that if T1 and T2 are linear transformations from U to V, then AT1 plus BT2 is also a linear transformation from U to V. Okay, alright. Now next we come to the concept of composition or product of two linear transformations. Basically linear transformations are functions and functions की हम composition निकालते हैं. So same thing there is for linear transformations. So if U, V, W are three vector spaces over a same field F, and T1 is a linear transformation from U to V and T2 is a linear transformation from V to W, then we can define the composition of T2 and T1 as T2 T1, or we can also write it as T2 operation with T1. So this is a linear transformation from U to W. T2 T1 is a linear transformation from U to W. T1 will take element of U to V. So जो T1 of V होगा उसके ऊपर हम T2 अप्लाई करेंगे and that will take the element of V to W. So T2 T1, that is composition of T2 and T1 will be a linear transformation from U to W such that क्या होगा, T2 T1 को जब हम U पे अप्लाई करेंगे that would be equal to T2 applied on T1 of U. So T1 of U will belong to V and T1 of U जो V का एलिमेंट है उस पर जब हम T2 अप्लाई करेंगे so we'll get into the W. So T2 T1 applied on U is equal to T2 applied on T1 of U for all U belonging to vector space U. Now here one thing you have to remember, that is for functions also. So T2 operation with T1 or T2 composition with T1 is defined if range of T1 is contained in the domain of T2. So T2 T1 जो है ये कब define होगा? Only if range of T1 is contained in domain of T2, or you can say if range of T1 and domain of T2 are equal, then also T2 T1 is defined. Otherwise range of T1 should be contained in the domain of T2. Alright, now there is a theorem कि अगर T1 और T2 linear transformation है और T2 T1 अगर defined है, देखिए T2 T1 हमेशा defined हो ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है, but अगर T2 T1 defined है तो that would also be a linear transformation. So you can prove this. I am not doing the proof of this theorem here, but if T1 and T2 are linear transformations, then T2 operation with T1 is also a linear transformation, and you can prove this very well. Alright, यहाँ पर मैं जो theorem discuss करने वाला हूँ वो ये है कि if T1 from U to V and T2 from V to W are two linear transformations, then if T2 T1 is 1 1, then we will show that T1 is 1 1. If the product or composition of T2 and T1 is 1 1, then T1 is 1 1. And if the composition T2 operation with T1 is onto, then T2 is onto. So now let us do the proof of this theorem. So you know T2 T1 is a linear transformation from U to W. Alright, as range of T1 is equal to domain of T2, so T2 T1 is defined and therefore T2 T1 is a linear transformation from U to W. Now let us take UV any two arbitrary element of capital U. So let UV belongs to U be arbitrary और मान लीजिए T1 of U is equal to T1 of V. ऐसा क्यों लिया? Because मुझे T1 को 1 1 शो करना है. So I will show that T1 U is equal to T1 V implies U is equal to V. Okay. Now T1 U is equal to T1 V. This implies अगर हम इन दोनों के ऊपर T2 अप्लाई कर दें, क्योंकि T1 U T1 V के इक्वल है, तो अगर दोनों एलिमेंट सेम है तो उनकी इमेज अंडर द लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन T2 वो भी क्या होगी? सेम होगी. Now this implies T2 T1 applied on U is equal to T2 T1 applied on V. Now T2 T1 is 1 1, so that means U must be equal to 1. U must be equal to V. Why? Because this composition T2 T1 is 1. So if the composition of T2 and T1 is 1 1, then T1 must be 1 1. Hence T1 is 1 1 because we started with T1 of U is equal to T1 of V. So hence this function T1 is 1 1. Alright. Next हमने शो करना है कि T2 is onto if T2 T1 is onto. That means if T2 T1 is onto, then T2 is onto. सेकेंड पार्ट. तो ये फर्स्ट पार्ट था हमारा. अब सेकेंड पार्ट. सेकेंड पार्ट में देखो T2 T1 is a linear transformation from U to W and T2 was a linear transformation from V to W, है ना, and T1 was a linear transformation from U to V. So we have to show that T2 is onto. तो इसका मतलब अगर मैं W में कोई भी एक एलिमेंट लूँ उसकी प्री इमेज V में होनी चाहिए. So let me take any small w belonging to capital W. Okay. Now since T2 T1 from U to W is onto, so there must exist some U belonging to capital U such that this U under the linear transformation T2 T1 is pre-image of small w. So that means I can write T2 T1 applied on U must be equal to W, or I can write T2 of T1 of U must be equal to W, and this T1 of U belongs to V. Hence we have found an image in V, found an element in V which is pre-image of this small w belonging to capital W. So I can write T1U belonging to capital V is pre-image of, किसकी pre-image है ये, is pre-image of W under the linear transformation T2, and hence T2 is onto. Alright, hence T2 is onto. Okay. Now we will do some examples related to composition or product of linear transformations. Now here T1 is a linear transformation from R3 to R2, defined as T1 xyz is equal to 4x 3y minus 2z, and T2 is a linear transformation from R2 to R2 such that T2 of xy is equal to minus 2x and y. Now we have to compute T1 T2 and T2 T1. Now T1 T2, can we find T1 T2? देखो T1 T2 के लिए T2 पे हम R2 का कोई एलिमेंट पे T2 लगाएंगे, सो यू विल गेट द इमेज इन R2, बट उसके ऊपर आप T1 अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज फॉर टू अप्लाई T1 it should be an element of R3. So mathematically speaking, range of T2 that is R2 is not contained in domain of T1. जो रेंज है T2 की, जो मतलब R2 है, that is not contained in domain of T1 that is R3. So hence T1 T2 is not defined, but T2 T1 is very well defined. T2 T1 would be a linear transformation from R3 to R2, और ये लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन अब हमने कैलकुलेट करनी है, ठीक है. सो let us apply this T2 T1 on any element of R3. So T2 T1 applied on element of R3 that is xyz, it is equal to T2 applied on T1 of xyz, and now T1 of xyz is 4x, 3y minus 2z. Now apply this T2 on 4x 3y minus 2z. देखिए जब T2 xy पे हम लगाते हैं तो दैट इज इक्वल टू माइनस 2x कॉमा वाई. माइनस 2x मतलब फर्स्ट एलिमेंट को माइनस 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया और सेकंड एलिमेंट को एज इट इज रखा. सो फर्स्ट एलिमेंट है हमारा 4x, इसको आप माइनस 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो ये माइनस 8x हो जाएगा, और सेकंड एलिमेंट को आपने एज इट इज रखना है. सो दैट मीन्स T2 T1 अप्लाइड ऑन xyz is equal to minus 8x 3y minus 2z. So this is the linear transformation T2 T1. Alright, next example. Here T1 and T2 are two linear operators defined on R2. T1 and T2 are two linear operators defined on R2. इसका मतलब T1 is a linear transformation from R2 to R2 and T2 is also a linear transformation from R2 to R2. Now range of T1 is equal to domain of T2 and range of T2 is equal to domain of T1. Hence T1 T2 and T2 T1 both are defined. सो लेट अस फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कैलकुलेट T1 T2. T1 T2 को हमने R2 के ऊपर लगाना है, R2 के एलिमेंट्स पे लगाना है. सो T1 T2 को XY के ऊपर अप्लाई करते हैं, इसका मतलब T1 T2 अप्लाइड ऑन XY. So this can be written as T1 applied on T2 of XY. Now T2 of XY is minus YX. Now apply this T1 on minus YX. Now T1 applied on XY का मतलब है X plus Y, दोनों एलिमेंट्स का सम और सेकेंड एलिमेंट 0. तो दोनों एलिमेंट्स का सम मतलब माइनस वाई प्लस एक्स और सेकेंड एलिमेंट आपका 0. So that means T1 T2. What is T1 T2? T1 T2 applied on XY is, so T1 T2 applied on X comma Y is equal to X minus Y comma 0. So this is your linear operator T1 T2. And if you have to find the value, the composition T2 T1, so T2 T1, when we apply this T2 T1 on element of R2, that is X comma Y, so this is T2 applied on T1 of XY. Now T1 of XY is X plus Y comma 0. T1 of XY is X plus Y comma 0. Now T2, जब आप T2 XY पे अप्लाई करते हैं तो दैट मीन्स एलिमेंट्स को आपने इंटरचेंज करना है, XY की जगह YX लिखना है और फर्स्ट एलिमेंट का साइन भी चेंज करना है. तो अब इसको आप लिखोगे X प्लस वाई 0 में से आप 0 को पहले लिख लोगे और X प्लस वाई को सेकेंड प्लेस पे लिख लोगे और 0 का आपने साइन चेंज करना है. 0 का साइन चेंज करने से कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता. हैंस T2 T1 अप्लाइड ऑन XY इज इक्वल टू 0x प्लस वाई. सो देखिए T1 T2 and T2 T1 both are defined, but T1 T2 is not equal to T2 T1, as image of XY under T1 T2 is different and image of XY under T2 T1 is different. Alright, now next is T1 square. T1 square को अगर मैं XY पे अप्लाई करूँ, that will equal to T1 applied on T1 of XY. Okay. Now what is T1 of XY? So that is T1 applied on X plus Y 0. दोनों एलिमेंट्स का सम और सेकेंड एलिमेंट 0. अब X plus Y 0 पर दोबारा आप T1 लगाओ तो क्या आएगा? X plus Y plus 0 and second element is 0. So that is nothing but equal to X plus Y comma 0. Okay. So T1 square XY is equal to T1 XY for all XY belonging to R2. Hence I can say that T1 square is equal to T1. For this particular linear transformation, T1 square is nothing but equal to T1 only. Okay. So T1 square applied on XY is equal to X plus Y 0 and T1 applied on XY is also X plus Y 0 and XY is arbitrary element of R2. So T1 square XY is equal to T1 XY for all XY belonging to R2. Hence for this particular linear transformation T1 square is equal to T1. Now we are going to discuss one more example here. Here we are having three linear transformations, T1 from R3 to R2, T2 from R3 to R2 and T3 from R3 to R2, and they are defined like this. T1 of XYZ is X plus Y plus Z comma X plus Y. T2 XYZ is equal to 2X plus Z comma X plus Y. T3 XYZ is equal to 2Y comma X. So these are the elements of R3 and their images under T1, T2, T3 are elements of R2. Now we have to find a formula defining the operator 2T1 minus 3T2 plus 4T3. Now let us find its solution. As I have discussed earlier, because T1, T2, T3 are linear transformations from R3 to R2, so 2T1 minus 3T2 plus 4T3 would also be a linear transformation from R3 to R2. ये भी R3 से R2 तक एक linear transformation होगी, such that अगर मैं 2T1 minus 3T2 plus 4T3 को R3 के किसी भी एलिमेंट XYZ पे अगर हम इसको अप्लाई करते हैं, so this will be equal to 2T1 XYZ minus 3T2 XYZ plus 4T3 XYZ. Alright, so that is equal to 2 times, now T1 of XYZ is X plus Y plus Z, X plus Y minus 3 times t2 of xyz is 2x plus z x plus y plus 4 times t3 is 2y comma x. और इसको जब आप सॉल्व करोगे so you will get this equal to minus 4x plus 10y minus z comma 3x minus y. So the image of xyz belonging to R3 under the linear transformation 2t1 minus 3t2 plus 4t3 is equal to minus 4x plus 10y minus z comma 3x minus y. And we have also to find the image of minus 103 under this map. So to find the image of minus 103 under this map, we will put here xyz की जगह पर हम पुट कर देंगे minus 103. So that is equal to minus 4 into minus 1 plus 10 into 0 minus 3 comma 3 into minus 1 minus 0. So that is equal to 1 and 3 into minus 1 minus 0 is minus 3. So the image of minus 103 under this operator is 1 minus 3. Alright. Now the important part that you have to understand here is that we have to show that t1, t2, t3 are linearly independent. Now how to show that these linear transformations are independent? हमने ये तो पढ़ा हुआ है पहले कि अगर हमारे पास किसी भी वेक्टर स्पेस के एलिमेंट्स हैं उनको हम लीनियरली इंडिपेंडेंट या लीनियरली डिपेंडेंट कैसे शो करते हैं. अब हम t1, t2, t3 ये जो तीन लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशंस हैं इनको लीनियरली इंडिपेंडेंट कैसे शो करें. So let a_t1 plus b_t2 plus c_t3 is equal to 0. Now this 0 here is not simple 0, it is 0 transformation, and a, b, c are scalars, that means they are element of field F. Okay. So T1, T2, T3 are linear transformation from R3 to R2, and R3 and R2 are vector spaces over the same field F, that is your field of real number. So that means A, B, C are real numbers, and AT1 plus BT2 plus CT3 is equal to 0 transformation. So now to show that T1, T2, T3 are linearly independent, we have to show that A is equal to B is equal to C. All these scalars are 0. अब देखिए कि A, B, C की वैल्यू निकालने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे. We will apply this linear transformation AT1 plus BT2 plus CT3 on any elements of R3. इसको हम किसी भी R3 के एलिमेंट पे अप्लाई करके देखेंगे. 1 0 0 we get AT1 plus BT2 CT plus CT3 of 1 0 0 is equal to 0 transformation applied on 1 0 0. So here left hand side is AT1 1 0 0 plus BT2 1 0 0 plus CT3 1 0 0 is equal to 0 0, because this 0 transformation here we will take from R3 to R2, as T1, T2, T3 are linear transformation from R3 to R2. So 0 transformation applied on any element would give you the 0 element of R2, and 0 element of R2 is R0 0. So now this is equal to A T1 1 0 0. Now T1 xyz was equal to x plus y plus z x plus y, so that is 1 1 here, plus T2 of xyz was 2x plus z x plus y, so that becomes 2 1 here, plus C T3 of xy z was 2yx, so that becomes 0 1 here. So from here you get a plus 2b comma a plus b plus c is equal to 0 0, or you can say you get two equations, a plus 2b is equal to 0 and a plus b plus c is equal to 0. So suppose this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Now again apply this linear transformation AT1 plus BT2 plus CT3 is equal to 0 on some other element of R3 sorry. So apply at1 plus bt2 plus ct3 is equal to 0 on, suppose we apply on 0 1 0. So at1 plus bt2 plus ct3 applied on 0 1 0 is equal to 0 linear transformation applied on 0 1 0. So that means at1 0 1 0 plus bt2 0 1 0 plus ct3 0 1 0 is equal to 0 0. So that is 0 of R2. So this implies, now जब आप 0 1 0 पे t1 अप्लाई करोगे, so you will get 1 1. 0 1 0 पे जब t2 अप्लाई करोगे, you will get 0 1. And 0 1 0 पर जब आप t3 अप्लाई करोगे, you will get 2 0. So that is equal to 0 0. And this will give you a plus 2c comma a plus b is equal to 0 0. So that means you get a plus 2c is equal to 0 and a plus b is equal to 0. Now this is your equation number 3 and equation number 4. And when you will solve these equations 1 2 3 4, from 1 2 3 and 4, from these 4 equations you will get a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0, c is equal to 0. Hence the linear transformations t1 t2 t3 are linearly independent. तो इस तरह से हम लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशंस की लीनियर इंडिपेंडेंस और लीनियरली डिपेंडेंस हम शो कर सकते हैं. ऑलराइट, so that's all for today's lecture. Thank you very much.